right, Mike, anytime you're ready, you can hit the intro.
Here we go. Go with the open. Just slide a little towards the area.
For Hopkinton Lady Hillers basketball.
Start again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call. As tonight, the Hillers take on the Dedham Marauders. Hillers 7-7 on the season. Dedham is 8-5. Should be a great battle here tonight. As I welcome in Steve Spector. Steve, a big TVL matchup tonight. 8-5 Dedham, 7-7 Hillers. Should be a good one.
I think you're right, Tom. And I tell you what, it's probably going to have a playoff. excuse me, a playoff feel.
And right now, let's send it down to courtside.
As the Dedham Marauders take on your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. The Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and the berating of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at Hopkinton High School. And now for tonight's lineups. For the visiting Marauders, Senior Captain, number 12, Abby Legendre. Senior Captain, number 3, Grace Bender. Junior, number 25, Megan McNamara. Junior, number 23, Jamie Quinn. Junior, number 21, Ruby Roslanik. The coaches for the Marauders are head coach Don Savi, assisted by Jim Hurst and Hannah Ryan. And now for your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At forward, freshman, number 24, Abby Rabinovich. At forward, junior, number 11, Sophia Whitman-Cross. At guard, junior captain, number 22, Tegan Restaghini. At guard, senior captain, number 21, Megan Grady. At forward, senior captain, number 15, Holly Paharik. The Hillers are coached by head coach Mike Greco, assisted by Michaela Pucci and Cam Gallagher. And now if you could please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the starters and the national anthem, and we are just about ready to go. And what should be a crucial TVL matchup between these two TVL large rivals. Dedham in the TVL large for their first time this season. They moved up from the TVL small, and they've had a good season entering tonight's contest 8-5. It'll certainly be a tough task for this Hiller team tonight. The last time these two teams played was in Dedham back on December 17th, and Dedham ended up getting the 66 to 36 win. So we'll see the difference a month can make here tonight.
Well, as I said many times with you, Tom, that on any given night, anything can happen, and I'm sure the Hiller girls are looking for a little revenge from that last game with Dedham.
Absolutely, as we are just about ready for the opening tip and to get things going.
Sophia Whitman-Crush.
All right, and Sophia Whitman-Kraus is wearing number 11 tonight. She changed up that jersey number. Hiller is in the white, working left to right across your screen. As Grady sends it up top, Restaghini back to Grady. Grady trying to get it to Whitman-Kraus, and it's taken away. Here comes McNamara. McNamara being guarded by Restaghini, gets it underneath the kick out. A 3-ball and knocking it down, Ruby Roslanek.
Wow. Nice play, nice ball movement by Dedham to get the game started.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about this Dedham team. They can shoot, and they can shoot the 3-ball as well. The Hillers, they're going to have to be on offensively tonight. Whitman-Kraus gets it over. Rabinovich able to keep it in along the baseline. 3-ball from up top, no good by Restaghini. Loose ball, it'll stay with the Hillers.
Good ball movement by the Hillers, and a good shot, just didn't go down. But to your point, they got to keep up with the Marauders and disrupt and challenge all their shots.
Yeah, offensive possession is going to be important for the Hillers. They got to hit their buckets tonight. Driving in,
Nice.
Up for the shot, no good by Restaghini. I don't know how that one fell out.
Again, everything's so far so good, except they can't get the ball in the hoop. Good passing, good execution.
That was a cruel rim, though, I must say.
Didn't get the hometown bounce in that one.
Paharic back in there.
Nice.
Good
Get
to
in
see
there.
her
Oh.
out there. And there you go, Abby Rabinovich.
Wow, that ball, big arc on that one.
It was a great job by the Hillers keeping the possession there, Steve.
Definitely had 2 or 3 offensive possessions kind of in one.
Here's Dedham now in the offensive zone, working along the top of the perimeter. McNamara with it. Gets it over to the corner. You're going to see the Hillers with that in-tight defense.
There it is.
Trying to draw turnovers, and they get one here. Whitman-Kraus back to Restaghini. Loose
good
ball.
hustle.
Nice job by Restaghini recovering. I'd expect an aggressive defense tonight from the Hiller team. Restaghini taking it down the lane, kicks it out. Paharic. Back to the short corner. Whitman-Kraus gets it in. Rabinovich kicks it out around the horn over to Restaghini.
Nice.
And it falls out. The follow-through, count it. Megan Grady with the bucket.
Nice. Nobody boxed Megan out. Nice job by Megan to get there and just quickly get the ball back up.
Nice job in the low post by the Hillers. Quinn
There's a
trying
steal.
to get it over. Ball knocked loose. Quinn gets it back. Around the defender. Up, no good. Rabinovich with the board. Pass over to the near side. Grady along the wing. Gets it inside of Paharic. Paharic gets it out to Restaghini. 2.5 minutes into action. Hillers up by 1.
There it is. Oh,
Nice
she got
lead.
hit. Boy, she got.
Oh, that should have been a foul.
Looked like a lot of contact from here.
No foul call. We play on. McNamara gets it to the wing. 3-ball, no good. Air ball. And
Easy.
Restaghini trying to come away with it. Going to get tangled up. And a jump ball call.
Wow, good action early. 3 minutes in, 4-3. A few shots that in and out. Could be 8 to 6 easily. But good showing so far by the Hill girls.
McNamara on the entry. 3 attempts, no good by Grace Bender. Restaghini with it. Over to the corner, Grady. No good off the back iron. Hillers keep it. Rabinovich with the putback. No good. And Dedham has it. Collected by McNamara. McNamara gets it over to the short corner. Long two. No good there by Legendry. And we're going to have another jump ball call. Restaghini getting tangled up.
Hawley had the ball. Wasn't made aware that Grace Bender of Dedham was kind of sneaking up behind her and knocked that ball out of her hands. But fortunately, the ball goes back to the Hillers on the jump ball.
Here comes Restaghini along the far side. Look out, trying to strip it away there was Roslenek. Able to get it away to the corner. Grady driving in, over to Paharik, launches it.
Nice, oh, look
No good. And we'll have another jump ball underneath.
Just a quick observation, I haven't seen a lot of the Dedham girls team this year, but Ruby Roslenek, really quick player. She's disruptive on defense. We'll have to keep an eye on that, how that plays out today.
Along the corner. Around the perimeter they go. Shot from the wing and knocking it down. Megan McNamara. A 6-4 Dedham lead.
Good ball movement by Dedham.
Restaghini to Paharik. Back to Restaghini now. Grady gets it over. Back to Grady. She launches it. No good. And we have a Hiller foul. They're going to get Restaghini with the contact.
Both teams, I'm impressed with the passing. You know, there's not a lot of turnovers as far as strip balls and travel in, but in terms of both teams seem to move the ball really quickly and efficiently on offense. Just as I say that, of course, Dedham loses the ball. Thanks a lot. But no, it was tipped out. So
Gabby Simulus is in the game. She came in for Megan Grady. Trying to work it across court. Legendry gets it over top of the perimeter. The feed in now. The kick out to the corner. Roslenek driving in. Nice feeds play. It underneath. Wow. Count it.
Beautiful execution on that.
With the bucket, that is Jamie Quinn.
Hillers need to seal that baseline. That created the opportunity.
To the corner, Simulus. Driving down Whitman Krause. And we're going to get a jump ball call. All right, they'll rule it a jump ball call. Hiller ball. Paharik on the entry. Right underneath. No, on the shot by Rabinovich. Rebound by Quinn. And those are the shots that you really just want to see the Hillers finish. It was a great feed underneath and great job by Rabinovich pulling it in, but she couldn't finish. 3 attempts. Pull right through Gia Farrell.
Could be a timeout opportunity just to settle things down, but maybe it might be too soon for Coach Keene, but I'm sorry, Coach Recco.
Simulus driving in. Up with the hook shot. No good. Rebound Quinn. The Hillers defending well, forcing a couple turnovers.
There it is.
But it's coming down to shooting, but a nice steal here. Paharik coast to coast, off the glass. Count it.
That's a big hoop. Hillers with a full court pressure.
Hillers would like some more of those. Farrell gets it out. 3 attempt. Yes. Whoa. This Dedham team, they can shoot.
You said it earlier, and now we're watching it. 14 points already.
Roslenek with 6 points already. Rabinovich kicks it out. Simulus, no good.
Oh, that's a foul.
Arm bar by Paharik.
Arm bar. That's a little overly embellishment, but not by much, though. Holly, one of the more physical, talented players in the TVL. She's certainly got her money's worth on that one, but and then exercised great sportsmanship by helping the Dedham Marauder out.
McNamara working against Paharik. Up for the shot. No good. Air ball out of bounds. And it's going to be Hiller ball.
Well, kind of a fork in the road. I know it's early, a minute and a half left in the first quarter, Tom, but 14-6. Dedham definitely has some of the momentum. Hillers missed a couple of in and outs and a couple of bunnies.
Oh, punched away by the hustling Gia Farrell.
But you don't want to get this thing too far out of sight. In the last game, and you mentioned they lost by a bunch of points, but hopefully the Hillers can close the gap in this first quarter as we get down to that.
Vallis with it. Back to the corner. Restaghini.
There it is. Right on cue. That's huge.
Hillers needed that one. A 5-point game. Full court pressure by the Hillers as they're looking to trap. Along the top, Walsh. Well, that's McNamara. Back to the wing she goes. Quinn gets it
There's a tip.
towards McNamara. Tipped out by
Nice.
Restaghini. Recovered by
man.
Chatton. Oh, then Chatton lost the dribble.
Roslinek, boy, she's kind of everywhere. She anticipated that play. Nice D by the Hillers, and good no call by the refs.
It was. Yeah, Farrell kind of threw it up there. I think she was looking for the call. Vallis with it, gets it over to Simulus. Simulus kicks it out.
That's a foul. I would
And
call.
we'll have a jump ball. Rabinovich getting tied up with Roslinek.
Both teams playing very aggressively. It feels like a playoff game. There's that kind of intensity,
does.
and there's a little bit of desperation. I don't know of the Hiller situation. Maybe you could speak to this, but their playoff implications. You want to be able to get in.
Well, every win helps. I mean, the Hillers, even if they finish below 500 with the rankings, still have a chance at getting in. A good chance, actually, as Quinn lays that one in. Hillers ranked 11th in the Division I state tournament bracket. And a 3-ball there, no good by Restaghini. Dedham has it, but we'll get a jump ball call as Restaghini quick to get in there and wrap it up. It'll stay with the Hillers. Dedham ranks 6th in the Division III bracket. But of course, you always like to get that 10 wins, because if you get the 10 wins, you're definitely in.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the rankings, but of course you're going to worry about them to an extent because you like to be the higher seed, or the lower seed, I should say, lower number seed.
Right.
Restaghini on the entry, gets it into Simulus. Now across to Vallis. Over to the corner. Vallis, 3-ball, no. And that'll do it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Dedham 16, the Hillers 9. Bit of a rough start offensively for the Hillers, but they nailed a couple shots in the last couple minutes to get back into the game, and we'll see if the offense can heat up. And Steve, they're doing everything right so far as defense is concerned, as far as attacking the ball is concerned and hustling, but they're just struggling from the field.
Yeah, they just a little bit unlucky with the balls just kind of going in and out. 2 or 3 occasions I can think of. A couple of those were 3-pointers. So that last 3-pointer under a minute left in the quarter was really, really big to, tighten up things up. Still 7 points, and Dedham, I tell you, I've mentioned her name, Ruby Roslinek, really solid player, only a junior, super quick. She's made a couple of nice steals, and the Hillers were going to need to, and she also hit a big 3-pointer towards the end of the first quarter. So anyway, I think the second quarter is going to be a big indicator as to how this game's going to go. Hopefully the Hillers can continue that momentum after hitting that 3-pointer and carry that into the second quarter here.
Absolutely, and you can see some of the fans in the stands, some of the members of the JV team. They're happy to have our fan cam back.
Here we go.
As we are ready for the second quarter. Couple updates to tell you about in girls hoop action. Medfield leading Norton at the half, 32-25. And also in girls action, Medway leading Dover Sherborne, 28-20. Dedham starts off with possession to begin the second quarter. They're looking for a quick bucket here. The kick out. And you can see this aggressive defense by the Hillers. They know this Dedham team can shoot, so they're going to stay on top of their target. McNamara with it. Working against Restaghini, trying to get it underneath.
Nice block.
Turnaround shot, good block underneath.
Megan Grady.
Restaghini feeds it up to Paharik. Kicks it across. Grady over to Rabinovich. Into the interior, Whitman Krause. Oh, it's stripped away by Quinn. McNamara taking it up.
Ooh, almost a walk.
Along the top of the perimeter, Roslenek gets it over. McNamara driving in and went up from the block. It was blocked by
that's a foul.
Restaghini, and then we have a collision. Yeah, these refs aren't calling much. They're letting them play out there
It's
tonight.
a quick-moving game so far, Tom. Holly, for the younger players, what she did before she even got to the ball, she got her body in between the Dedham player and the ball, putting the Dedham player, Dedham player pushed her, got the foul.
You got Merrill McCormick with the foul.
Good job by Holly on that.
Restaghini with it to Paharic. Out of the corner. 3-ball, Grady. No good.
Too bad.
And tipped out of bounds by Restaghini. It'll be Dedham basketball.
Definitely a good look by Grady, just didn't fall there, but got to keep shooting. Uh-oh, the baseball pass, look out.
Long pass there, and she hits her target, and the finish. McNamara to Roslenek, and Roslenek off the glass and in. And Dedham up by 9 will get a timeout by Coach Greco. They want to settle this team down, talk things over, and hopefully get that offense going.
Boy, that's a kind of a backbreaker of a play, just because it was so well executed, and you don't see those types of plays working so smoothly as that did. So hats off to Dedham on that play. It was a little bit of a down and out kind of play, if I can steal a football term. But Coach Greco had just wanted to put the fire, put that out right there and talk about that situation. Can't let that happen again.
Absolutely.
And I just want to give a shout out to the Hiller boys. I wasn't able to get here last Friday night.
I was trying to see if we could get an update. No updates from Dedham yet. But yes, you missed a great game.
The buzzer
Friday.
beater, I had a musical commitment that night. It was for a good cause and everything, but watching the results of that, but maybe one of the best finishes in this building in recent memory.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What a shot by Mitch Simulus. Unreal. Around the perimeter they go. Grady into Whitman Cross. Gets it out. Kicks it across.
There it is, Holly.
Paharic driving in, draws the foul. Paharic, she was out for a couple of weeks with an injury. Good to see her back in there. And I think she came back last week, but they were on the road last week, so this is the first time we've gotten to see her since she's been out. Misses on the first free throw. But Holly's certainly someone that can get this team going when they need a boost.
Definitely, it brings a lot of energy.
Second of 2, no. Good attempt by Whitman Krause, but she falls out of bounds. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Along the far side, McNamara. The Hiller girls got a big win last week on the road in Dover-Sherborne last Tuesday. And they gave that number 1 in the TVL Norwood team a great run as well. Kept that game very close. Came up just short, but it was a good back and forth game. No good. The fall through, no good. Batted in the air. Rabinovich pulls it down. Here comes Restaghini. Gets it over to Grady. Whitman Cross at the elbow, driving down. Kicks it out. Up top, Paharic. Over to Rabinovich. Driving baseline, she dribbled out.
Unlucky on that one.
Yeah, she dribbled right on the line.
Man-to-man coverage. Full court, looking for a turnover here.
McNamara taking it up.
Here's a trap. That was a trap. Oh!
And timeout call by Coach Savvy and the Dedham Marauders. Good timeout call there. 5:17 left to go in the second quarter. And this quarter, it's been a defensive one. Only 2-0 quarter so far.
That's true. It's a scrappy game. It's not a Picasso, as they say out there, but it's the Hillers are, definitely. They could use a couple of stops and a couple of buckets and get this thing down to 5 or 7 points, and then it'll be interesting and take it from there. But in the meantime, Coach Savvy, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, rescued his player who was completely smothered by 2 Hiller girls, and just in the nick of time, because that was about to be a traveling call. But the Hillers again. Hopefully they can contain Dedham's offense. They've done a good job in that regard so far this quarter.
Absolutely. We want to remind you, we got Hiller boys hockey tomorrow. It'll be with our friends over at Westwood TV. You can find the game on their YouTube page, but it'll air on the HCAM Ed channel. 5 p.m. face-off, big TVL large matchup with the Hopkinton Hillers and Westwood Wolverines. Morgan Donahue and myself will be on the call. Morgan at Westwood TV worked with us for a couple Westwood Hopkinton games, so I'm going to go repay the favor and looking forward to it. And it's going to be Hiller ball. Grady on the entry. Restaghini going to take it up. Back to Grady. Feeds it to the elbow. Whipping cross trying to get it across and intercepted by Quinn. McNamara gets it over. Pick and roll action here. Roslenek trying to drive down, and there'll be a collision, and she'll draw the foul.
It was quite a collision. Again, Holly getting her money's worth on that one. Unfortunately, she's just playing aggressively. Ruby Roslenek seemed to bounce right back up without any trouble.
McNamara.
There's a steal by Holly.
Good steal by Paharic. Restaghini gets it over Simulus. And as Simulus goes to the bucket, she's called for a travel.
Took a little extra step on that one.
Here's Quinn.
Looking for a trap. Here it is. Oh.
Quinn hands it to McNamara. McNamara calling it out. Back to Quinn down the lane, and she finishes.
Beautiful execution on that one.
There's Paharic. Gets it over. Simulus thought about it. Drives in. Ball nearly stripped away. We get another travel call.
Hiller's seeming a little frustrated at the moment. Looking for the baseball pass. Good job on that one. They weren't going to let that happen again 2 times.
Grace Bender with it. Bender working the sideline. Gets it over. McCormick. Back to Bender. Hands it off. McNamara driving baseline. Gets it over to the block. The kick out. The 3 ball. No good.
In and out. That's a foul on. I would call it on. There we go. I don't mean to help the refs, but that was I'm glad they got that right. Just doing my due diligence here with the refs.
There you go. Look at Grace Bender. It's her second, team third for Dedham. Along the perimeter they go. 3 attempts, no good by Grady. And we have a jump ball underneath as Restaghini and McNamara get wrapped up.
Good job by Teagan on that, anticipating Dedham player bringing the ball down and caused the jump ball. Hillers really need a bucket. 3.5 minutes left in this half. They haven't scored this quarter.
Yeah, this isn't the type of game you want to go scoreless for a quarter. Loose ball, Dedham has it. Not that Dedham's putting up a crazy amount of points. They've only put up 4, but
exactly.
It's been one of those defensive, grinded out quarters where every possession you're being contested, and
good job by Holly.
Very difficult to even get a shot off. Nice pass to Simulus to the rack. No good, but she draws the foul.
Could use a couple of these freebies here.
Free throws are going to be big in this one for the Hillers. They get Merrill McCormick with her second foul. First of two, no good. Hiller's 0 for 3 from the line so far. No good.
It's tough to be 0 for 4 and trying to make a comeback.
And passing out of the trap, McCormick. Here comes Dedham. Along the near side, Quinn gets it over. McNamara with the shot. Falls out into the hands of Paharic. Vallis taking it up. Feeds it over to Simulus. She's going to drive it in.
And
up
one.
and in she goes.
Great job by Gabby on that one. Good finish.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Pass over to McCormick.
Tantalizing pass.
McNamara feeds into the short corner. No good on the shot attempt by Farrell.
Plenty of time. Get a bucket here.
Over to Paharic. Simulus gets it in. And now the kick out to Vallis. We get a foul.
That's a 1-and-1, I believe. That's a 5th foul on Dedham, so it's actually relevant.
That is going to be on Grace Bender. That's her 3rd, and it is going to be a pair of free throws for Rabinovich. No good on the first.
Oh.
Hiller's 0 for 5 from the line. And they get one.
That's okay. Things can be contagious with the free throw line. You got 1 out of 1 right now, right?
That's right. A little over 2 minutes left.
There we
Hillers
go.
are in the bonus.
That's
Looking
gotta
for the turnover.
There it is.
Stripped away by Simulus. Driving down. It's taken back by Farrell. And Farrell Paharic battling it out. We'll get a jump ball.
Wow, I don't know what to say about that. I thought it was out of bounds. I thought there was a foul. There
Paharic wasn't letting that one go.
could have been a travel earlier. That was.
Ooh, they're pointing at a crowd member. So fans getting ejected right now. In any case, 20-12. We are ready to continue on.
That's too bad. You don't see that too often, Tom, but
Yeah, you got to keep your cool at these games.
play on.
Over to the wing, McNamara for 3. Knocks it down. A big bucket there for the Marauders. Hiller is trying to respond, and a pass there knocked out of play. Off the hand of Quinn. It'll be a Hiller's inbound. Vallis on the entry. She had Simulus wide open along the far side. Rabinovich trying to work her way through. Ooh, I don't know if I like that call.
She was kind of in a precarious spot there. She had 3 Marauders surrounding her. And
She just kind of went up towards a shooting motion, though. I don't think it was really a travel. She didn't necessarily have to dribble with how close to the hoop she was. Battle for it along the far side.
that's got to be a travel.
And they're just going to let him battle it out.
Wow.
Finally, we get a jump ball call.
Really a spirited game. You can just feel.
Both teams want this one. You can tell.
You know, there's a sense of desperation. That's one way to look at it. And both teams, even the Dedham with a 10-point lead, is playing with desperation. So
Simulus gets it over. Now to Vallis. Over to the Rabinovich. Back out to Vallis. Simulus for 3. No. Off the rim. Battle for it, as it's been all game.
Wow.
And Dedham has it. Under a minute left to go in the half. Farrell gets it over to Quinn. Now to the wing, McNamara. No good. Swatted out. Hillers have it. Collected by Simulus.
really could use a hoop here, girls.
Vallis feeds it back. Rabinovich. Along the baseline, surrounded by defenders, kicks it out. Simulus had a nice open look. Kicks it over. Chatton. No good. Rabinovich looking for the putback. Gets through over to Paharic, and Paharic with the finish. A well-needed bucket there for the Hillers.
Very much so.
Along the near side, gets it over to Legendry.
10 seconds.
Out of the wing, 3-ball, no good by Farrell. Legendry battling it out, and another jump ball call as Rabinovich gets wrapped up. Every possession has been a battle.
I'm telling you. I'd say A+ for effort for both teams tonight.
McNamara on the entry, 7 seconds left. Up for 3, no good. That's off the top of the hoop, out of bounds. So Hiller's got 3 seconds to work with here.
See if he can get a miracle. Oh, he can take it at half court? Nope.
Dedham coach pulling the defenders in.
Gonna launch it.
Oh, a little too late. I'm glad she didn't hit it at least. Well, that was an interesting quarter, a 7-5 quarter. And at the halftime break, it is Dedham 23, Hillers 14. We got a defensive, grind it out kind of game going on here tonight. And Steve, obviously, you're only down 9, very much in this game. Good to get those last couple buckets to wrap up the second quarter. But this Hiller team, they're going to need a hit offensively, and they're especially going to need to hit the free throw opportunities.
Boy, I mean, I think they're 1 for 5 or whatever, you know. That's unfortunate. They could be, I guess I'm looking for a silver lining, and that is in the second quarter, there was almost a tie, 7-5 or whatever the differential is, but down by 9, totally manageable. They just need a few breaks, and they need Dedham to cool off a little bit. Even though Dedham didn't exactly light it up in the second quarter, you can kind of see they have a lot of good shooters. And but anyway, third quarter is going to tell the story. We'll see how it goes.
Well, an entertaining first half. We look forward to the second half. 23-14, Dedham leading at the halftime break. Coming up next, we'll have some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Thursday, January 30th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Time for number 117, Finney and Luton, 29.65. On the red course, number 817, Wills Finale from Hopkinton. Time for number 530, Emily Paoloni, 41.33. On the blue course, number 918, Lily Gott from Algonquin.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski, airing on HCAM Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On Friday, January 31st, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Norwood. Willardson gets it over. King, and the pass out now to Dedham, and he knocks down the 3. The feed from Canales and Dedham with the third Hiller 3 of the game. A 9-3 Hiller lead. Larkey gets it over. It's knocked away. Willardson, quick break. Off the window and in. Hopkinton led Norwood 17-9 after the first quarter. And a 10-point lead for the Hillers. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dearborn feeds it over to Dever. Launches the 3. No good. Air ball, but the putback counted. In the right spot at the right time is Connell. Dedham gets it over to Willardson. Willardson back out to Dedham. Up top, King. Over to Dedham, out to Patrice. Launches the three. Count it! Both teams net 13 points apiece in the second quarter, and it's 30-22, Hillers leading at the half. Feeding it up the near side, August. And a nice feed to Patrice, who has the finish. 7 points for Petit Frere. An 11-point lead for the Hillers. Along the wing, 3 attempts. No good there from Connell. Hillers have the rebound quickly into the offensive zone. Off the window goes Simulus. Both teams go back and forth in the third quarter once again and score 10 points each. It was 40-32, Hillers leading heading into the fourth quarter. The kick out, 3-ball. Yes! It's Simulus! What a clutch 3 that was. 8 seconds left. Driving in Dearborn for the tie. It's shot waved off. Norwood timeout. Senior trying to tie the game for the Mustang. And he does. 2.7 seconds left. Hiller's going to have to take a buzzer beater. The pass, the shot, and it's done! Oh, wow! Miss Simulus! Miss Simulus buries it! And the Hillers are going to win! 54-51! After an ice-cold start to the quarter, the Hillers do just enough to give Mitch Simulus the opportunity to air the game-winning 3, and he comes through in the clutch as the Hillers take the game 54-51. Hopkinton officially clinches a state tournament spot, improving to 10-4, while Norwood falls to 12-4. On Saturday, February 1st, Hiller girls hockey closed out the busy week hosting Ashland. It was a 1-0 Ashland lead heading into the third period. Left to right across your screen. McPherson coming up the far side. Around the defender, takes a shot. Off the deflection. It's put in. Savannah Rivera. Lakota into the circle. Leaves it out in front. And it's popped in. Well, a perfect setup by Ashland, and Ainsley Callahan has her second goal of the day. Pick it out, 13 seconds. Puck squirts out in front of the net, into the right circle, and it's put in! Wow, Savannah Rivera! The puck was upright, just kind of floating towards the right circle. Rivera saw it, rushes over to it, and ties up the game with 8 seconds left. Unreal. In the period, Ashland nets a pair while the Hillers net a goal, and it's 2-2, meaning this game is going to a 4-on-4 sudden death 5-minute overtime. Can the Hillers get a buzzer beater? We shall find out. McPherson coming out with it. Sends it over. Back up to McPherson. McPherson gets it out. Sent across by Moroso. Jean with it now. Jean looking to approach. 5 seconds left. Takes a shot. Oh, wow! Lucy Jean rings it in, and the Hillers win. 3 seconds left. Lucy Jean nets the game winner with 2.7 seconds left in overtime, and the Hillers take the come-from-behind win 3-2. Hopkinton moves to above 500 for the first time this season, improving to 7-6-1. Ashland falls to 2-9-3. It was an absolutely epic week of Hiller sports, lots of amazing comebacks, and a last-second game-clinching wins. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready for the second half. And as we enter the second half, it is a 23-14 Dedham lead. Hillers have some work to do to get back into this game. They got to get that offense going, and hopefully they'll be able to do just that. They're playing spectacular defensively. They're getting turnovers, but really it's coming down to shooting, Steve.
Yeah, well, let's see. The first couple minutes of this third quarter is going to tell the story, I think. Interestingly, Coach Greco kept his girls in the locker room pretty much till with about a minute left, and they came out, didn't have any, warm-up shooting or anything. Dedham was out a lot sooner than that, so they got a chance to warm up a little bit. Who knows? We've seen that various ways, and they can still come out hot. So
they might have been watching those fantastic highlights we had on at the half.
That's true. Maybe they have a little Nerf set up in the locker room. Who knows? But however they can get their mojo going offensively, I would agree, Tom. Without that, it's gonna, hopefully they can get that together. Let's leave it there.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring totals for the first half as Dedham set to get things going. For the Marauders, Gia Farrell, 3 points. Ruby Roslanek, 8 points. Jamie Quinn, 6 points. Megan McNamara, 6. And for the Hillers, Gabby Simulus, 2. Holly Paharik, 4. Megan Grady, 2. Tegan Restaghini, 3. Abby Rabinovich, 3. And there's your scoring totals for the first half as we are underway in the third quarter. Bender driving baseline, and a nice steal there by Whitman Kraus. Along the wing, Rabinovich down to the corner. Paharik trying to kick it up to Restaghini, stolen away. A breakaway, no good. On the lay-in attempt by Roslanek. I think Restaghini might have got a little of the hand in there for the block. Up for the shot goes Grady, count it.
Not an easy shot, Tom. No backboard to use. She has a really delicate shot. Nice job.
Nice way to start the quarter for the Hillers. McNamara gets it over. Along the corner, Roslanek. The Hillers approaching this game as far as defensive strategy just right. Don't give these shooters any space. Don't let them, have an open opportunity from the perimeter. And this aggressive defensive approach, I think it's throwing Dedham off balance.
So far, Dedham hasn't exactly hit the cover off the ball, so to speak, offensively. There's a steal.
And another steal there. Grady gets it over. Whitman Cross. No good, but a foul.
Great start, Tom. Good momentum.
Oh, that would have been a sweet and one.
Would have been great. And, we got the free throws to talk about again. They always come up, so let's get that out of the way.
Well, Grace Bender, one of the key players on Dedham, a senior captain, already with 4 fouls.
That's big.
First free throw is good.
That's a pretty big deal.
I would say.
4 fouls.
She's coming out of the game.
You probably won't see her till the fourth quarter at this point.
Second free throw attempt. Got it. That's what you got to do.
So far, so good.
Hillers within 5. Could we have another crazy finish tonight, Steve?
Could be.
3 from the corner. No good.
Grab it.
And pulled down by Grady.
Under control.
Missed shot was by McCormick. Paharik gets it over. Restaghini to Grady. Now to the short corner.
There it is.
Cross underneath. Rabinovich draws the foul. They're going to get Jamie Quinn with the contact. That's her second. Team second for Dedham. No good on the first. Rabinovich 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
This is the tightest the score's been in a very long time. 5 points.
No good.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh, Paharik nearly had it back. Yeah, and you could tell she was a little frustrated missing those free throws.
Tough stuff.
She typically shoots pretty well from the line.
One possession at a time.
Yep.
Need to stop.
Pass from along the elbow by Quinn. And McNamara working the short corner.
Here it is.
Going to get it over. Another steal by the Hillers. Here goes Grady. Turnaround jumper draws the foul. Well, if anything, Steve, already 3 fouls in the second half for Dedham.
I mean, that's in 2 minutes. There's certainly the potential for the Hillers to spend a lot of time in the free throw line. So hopefully, as I said earlier, it can get contagious and they can start hitting them. All right.
There's one. How about that? A 5-0 run to start the quarter for the Hillers. Oh, just missed.
There it is.
Battle for it, and Grady again collects. Big possession here. Rabinovich driving baseline, feeds it over. Grady thought about it. Up top, Restaghini down the lane.
Nice.
Yes.
I think there's going to be a timeout by Dedham in a minute here. If I was Coach Savvy, I would.
A 7-0 run to start the third quarter for the Hillers.
That's why I don't coach. Oh.
No good. Missed lay-in by Quinn. Here come the Hillers once again. Restaghini through the defenders, no good. Dedham gets it back. Quick break up court, Roslenak. Roslenak trying to go around the defender. We're going to have a Hiller foul here. Ooh, she fell hard. Ooh, getting up a little slow there. I think she landed right on the knee. And she's going to come out for a second.
Ruby Roslenak, as I mentioned a couple of times, she looked like she landed on her hip or knee or something.
I thought it was right on her knee.
On her knee, yeah.
They get Grady with the foul.
Pretty tough kid for sure, and hopefully she'll be okay.
Well-needed bucket for Dedham as McCormick hits. Back to a 4-point game. Oh, little fumble there by Whitman Cross.
Fortunate to get that ball back.
Grady over to Paharic. Paharic driving in, up for the shot. No good, but the foul drawn. McCormick trying to argue that she had a clean block, but the official disagrees. Third foul of the game on Merrill McCormick.
It was more of a debate, as an argument, She's trying to be diplomatic about it. It didn't go her way, nevertheless. It never does, but got to give her credit for the diplomacy on that.
Paharic hits her first, 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight. There's 2.
Good. Wow.
Some nice free throws there. 2-point game. Paharic with 6 points tonight. Out of bounds. Hiller ball.
Well, without Roslenak in the game right now, Dedham is a little out of sorts, if that's the best way to describe it. But they're certainly not as comfortable. And a lot of time left in this game. It's effectively anyone's game right now.
Grady wide open, top of the perimeter. Paharic didn't see her.
Close to 5 seconds.
Or that's Restaghini, rather. Oh, stripped away.
Oh, nice recovery there.
Great recovery, great hustle by Restaghini. Grady back to Restaghini. Back to Grady. Gonna drive in. 18 on the shot clock. Restaghini around the defender. No good. And the Hillers keep it. Rebound Whitman Cross. Up top is Restaghini. It's a new shot clock. Whitman Cross driving baseline. Kicks it over. Driving in. Grady looking for the hook. She's blocked.
Nice defense by the Marauders. I mean, time. That was a nice.
Oh, look at that interception.
Sort of like a defensive back play by Hawley.
Sign her up for the football team. Restaghini from the block.
Whacked.
No good.
A lot of body contact.
Yeah, that should have been a foul. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Hillers. Quite an unbelievable battle we got going on out there. Yeah, these officials, they're really letting them play. It looks more like a hockey game sometimes.
Bruins Canadians coming right up.
Around the perimeter they go. Into Paharic. Up for the shot. No good. Rebound McNamara. Feeds it across to the far side. The Hillers, they know they got to play rough against this feisty Dedham team, and that's what they're doing. McCormick hands it off to McNamara.
There's a nice defensive play. Great play.
Rabinovich battling it out. It's collected by Farrell. And now Farrell and Paharic and Restaghini and a number of others will draw a jump ball call.
Oof, I'm out of breath. I'm just watching and I'm out of breath.
I don't think I've ever seen the possession arrow change so many times.
It's a scramble this quarter. Hillers 9-2 so far this quarter. I'm sorry, actually 9-0 this quarter. No, I'm sorry, 9-2. I'm gonna check my math on the break. All right. Nevertheless, the Hillers have the momentum is what I'm trying to say.
And Gendry trying to pass it over. Rabinovich with the interception. Here she comes. Rabinovich around the defender. In she goes, and we are tied. 25 all.
Great job.
Quinn along the far side, hands it off. McNamara. McNamara trying to work her way in. Up for the shot, was open for the foul. Nothing called.
Easy.
And we get a jump ball call. Restaghini getting wrapped up with Farrell.
Good for the Hiller girls. Totally got this game back in their control right now. In addition, it's a tie game, but it feels like the Hillers are definitely got the pendulum going their way. And here comes Ruby back in for Dedham.
Chance for the lead here. Paharic down the lane.
Oh.
Yes! Holly Paharic gives the Hillers a 2-point lead. And now we'll get a Dedham timeout, and the Hillers are pumped.
Wow.
A 13-2 run in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, the last time the Hillers had a lead, I believe it was 4-3. So, and then it was, they were down by 9, 11 points at one point. But look at them now; they've got the things rolling their way, and even not a humongous crowd here tonight, but the Hiller fans that are here are feeling it. We're feeling it up here on the perch here. We got Mary Arnaud and Mike Tarosian. For the most part, behaving themselves up here, the team. But we're, Tom and I are keeping an eye on those guys. Our team here, and exciting game so far. We got plenty of time to go, though.
Certainly is. And let's get you some updates from around the TVL. In girls hoop, Medfield defeated Norton 63-41. Diana Jerry with 24 points for Medfield in that game. So a good battle there. Medfield having a great season. Medway girls defeated Dover Sherborne 60-43. And we do have an update from Dedham. Hiller boys leading Dedham at the end of the first is the last update, 17-10.
Good sign.
And I believe they started that game at 7 o'clock tonight. Dedham with possession off the timeout, trying to retie it. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on Simulus, her first.
There's a bit of a Bronx cheer from the Dedham side of the gym on the parents, but there was actually a foul called on in the Hillers, because I think, without doing the exact math, the Marauders have significantly more fouls called on them tonight, but you got to earn that too. And
That's
there's a
right.
steal.
Nice interception by Rabinovich, coast to coast, off the glass, and in she goes. Hillers up by 4.
Looking for the deep ball. There it is.
There it is.
That's a
nice
walk.
pass. But she ends up being called for the travel.
Yeah, that's a Ruby Roslin that did everything she could to twist her body back into going in the right direction, but she did travel on that play.
Simulus kicks it over. Vallis driving in.
Blocked.
And blocked. Good block there. Merrill McCormick with it. Gets into the trap, able to get it out to McNamara. McNamara feeds the wing. Long 2, no good. Kept in bounds. Good hustle by Roslinek. McNamara driving in, gets it over. Up and in goes Gia Farrell.
Big hoop for Dedham there. They needed it.
Back to a 2-point game. Pass over to Simulus for three. Yes! Gabby Simulus!
Huge bucket.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Up the line of McCormick, and now here comes Farrell. Feeds it over. Quinn with it, gets it back to McNamara. Now Quinn driving down, gets it out. Oh, nearly stolen away as McCormick tried to get it back to Quinn. Quinn down the lane, and it was nearly stripped away. Up and in is Gia Farrell, picks up the loose ball, pops it off the glass and in, plus the foul.
Geez, you got to give Dedham credit. I mean, they're on the road, and the Hillers just taking it to them the whole quarter, and all of a sudden they're crawling back. Feel the energy from that side of the gym too.
It's going to be the first foul of the game on Elena Vallis, and the free throw is good.
Big three-pointer, the old-fashioned way.
So what do you know? We're back to a 2-point game. Simulus feeds it over. Vallis driving in. Around the defender, draws the foul.
Got to hit these freebies, Tom.
Absolutely.
I hate to be redundant, but that's true.
Elena Vallis, a freshman, with her first opportunity from the strike. No good. Second of two.
Oh, unfortunate. Oh.
No good. Dedham has it for now, punched out. And we're going to get a foul, looks like, as well. Or he might have just been signaling it was out of bounds. Oh, no, he did give a foul.
Yep.
Gave a foul, Whitman Cross. It's her first. Team fourth. So Dedham will reach the limit, but only 20 seconds left in the quarter. Three ball, no good.
Easy. Get a good shot here.
Well, as that pass is popped up and taken away. Farrell feeds it over, up from the block, and in. Ruby Roslanek.
That was a big-time shot. You got to launch it.
And that's it for the third quarter. After three quarters of play, it's the Hillers 32, Dedham 32. An 18-9 quarter in favor of the Hillers. And Steve, I would say that is one of the best offensive quarters I've seen all season from this Hiller team.
I mean, 18 points is a lot of points for the Hillers. You know, again, we're going to have another fantastic finish here in the Athletic Center. They're always great when it happens. Obviously, we're rooting for the Hiller girls to pull this one out. Looking for a little sweet revenge after losing by, I'm not going to tell you the score of the last time because you mentioned it earlier that it was a big crooked number. And the Hiller girls looking to repay the favor with a home win. And big hoop by Ruby Roslanek. She's had quite a game so far, getting knocked around a little bit, but that was not an easy kind of up and under scoop off the backboard, giving Dedham a little momentum going into the fourth quarter. But hopefully the Hillers can respond like they did coming out of the halftime meeting. So.
Scoring totals heading into the fourth quarter for Dedham: Merrill McCormick 2, Gia Farrell 8, Ruby Roslanek 5, Jamie Quinn 6, Megan McNamara 6. For the Hillers, Simulus 5, Whitman Cross 2, Holly Paharik 8, Megan Grady 5, Tegan Restaghini 5, Abby Rabinovich 7. As we start this fourth quarter, Dedham with possession, working left to right across your screen. McNamara with it. Gets it over to the corner. Three ball, no good. And Paharik with the rebound.
Good box by Holly.
Restaghini taking it up. Pass over by Grady. Now Rabinovich thought about the three. Takes it in. Oh, it's stolen away by Farrell. Farrell down the lane, no good. Rebound by Rabinovich. Rabinovich in trouble, and we get a foul.
Good job by Abby just to keep moving. They were smothering her, and she wasn't going to let that jump ball happen there in that play. So good job by Abby on that one.
They gave the foul to Gia Farrell, her first. There's Restaghini. Over to Paharic. Pass to Grady. Back to Restaghini. Paharic now driving in. Gets it over. Restaghini down the lane, up for the shot. No good. Loose ball. It's a battle for it. We get a jump ball.
This is going to be...
It's going to stay with the Hillers.
Big time finish here.
7 minutes left to go. 32-32 is your score. Who's going to take it? We shall find out. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shoot. Oh. And Dedham going to get the turnover. Either way, it was a shot clock violation, so Dedham will just inbound. I wanted to just yell down there, shoot!
Yeah, then you get ejected.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes McNamara. Quinn. Trying to get it in the interior, stripped away. Here comes Restaghini.
That's a nice pass.
Oh, Paharic just keeps it in. Great hustle there. Whitman Cross kicks it out. Grady driving in. Paharic gets into the corner. Restaghini splits the defenders. Up for the shot. No good. And Dedham has the rebound. This game is an absolute battle. Every possession, every shot, even just to get the shot off.
Good D by the Hillers.
Legendary, and take it away, Restaghini.
Triple teamed.
And now we get a jump ball. It'll stay with Dedham.
What a scrappy game this is.
This might be scrappy game of the year, Steve.
Could be. Well, just the fact that the Hillers meandered their way back into this game is...
She got away with the carry there.
That's
Stripped away. Hillers have it. Well, not anymore as it's picked up by McNamara.
Definitely chaotic out there a little bit.
Very chaotic. I think both teams can settle down a little bit. Missed shot there. Paharic has
That's
it.
a foul.
And we have a foul. Oh! I didn't see nothing.
Making some plans for after the game on that play.
It was going to be the first on Ruby Roslenek. Paharic's kind of lucky there. This game is
Got a little bit of everything going on.
A battle doesn't even sum it up. It's a war out there. Paharic gets it up top, now to the corner. Grady driving in along the baseline. Kicks it out. Whitman Cross gets it up top. 3 ball, no good off the back iron. And it's going to be a travel on Dedham.
I didn't see that, to be fair.
I guess she moved one of her feet when the Hillers defense closed in on the trap. That's
a lot of contact there. I don't know how.
Jump ball call. These officials, they better be careful with how much they're letting them play out there. It could get out of hand.
Well, I do see some of two of Hopkinton's finest down there. I'm only kidding, of course. But it is a physical game out there for sure, and it's not getting less physical as the game's winding down.
Restaghini with it.
Good D, I'm telling you.
Oh, Restaghini gets it over to Paharic. The kick out to the wing. Grady back to Paharic, fires it across. Restaghini for 3, no good. And kept in bounds. Good hustle by Rabinovich. Paharic down the lane, no good, but we have a foul.
I'll tell you what, again, free throws right now, I don't want to put any extra pressure on Holly. Just got to, when I was coaching in youth leagues in town for many years, we used to have one word. The word was automatic. I wanted to wait till she hit it before I told you the word, and there it is, automatic. But just get that in your head anyway. That was my trick. Didn't always work, but.
Paharic 3 for 5 from the line. Misses that one.
And we get the ball back, though.
Rabinovich able to get it back. Fires it out. Whitman Cross, no good. And taken back by Restaghini. Restagini feeds it over to Grady. Driving down, Paharic. Into Rabinovich. Stripped away, but we have a foul.
That's a tough one. That's a tough call, I would say. And that's the 4th foul on Dedham this quarter with 4.5 minutes left in the quarter. That is significant, Tom, because the next foul, whenever that's going to happen, I'm guessing it's going to happen, the Hillers will be on the line. And right now the Hillers have no fouls called against them.
Right, that's going to be a huge factor. Hillers up by 1. 4:23 and counting left to go. Every point counts with the way this game's going. Stolen away. Quick break up court. And rejected by Restagini.
It's a clean block. That's a great block and great take by Ruby Rosanek, and she kind of landed hard again. She's been banged up a little bit. She's a tough player. But that looked like a clean block to me from here. I think Coach Don Savvy disagrees.
He's not happy.
Just judging by the body language.
I'm going to stay away from commenting on the officiating, I think.
There's a steal.
Stolen away by Restagini. Down the lane, gets it over. 3 ball, no good.
Too bad, it's wide open.
Restagini collects along the far side. Gets it to the wing, Simulus. Cross to Grady.
Skip pass.
Back to Restagini, launches it. Got it!
Timeout.
Tegan Restagini from 3-point land. She's got 8 points tonight.
I'll tell you what.
Unreal. 36-32, 3:49 left to go.
You know, Dedham, pretty good scoring team this season. This quarter, so far, 4 minutes plus into the quarter, and they haven't even scored this quarter. The Hillers have only got 4 points, but that last bucket 3-pointer was huge, and an interesting timeout by Coach Greco to sort of keep the momentum going. Not that I have a crystal ball, and I'm never batting 1,000, but I'm guessing he's setting up a full court press and looking to put the clamps down here. Try to shake up Dedham a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, the Hillers, you got that nice lead, and what you got to do, just keep doing what you've been doing defensively. Be aggressive, going for the turnovers, don't leave any open space. But tremendous defense tonight by the Hillers, and really it's been the hustle and the defense that has allowed them to get back into this game.
I agree, and I'm just looking at the bench for a second, Tom. Holly's, I think it's maybe one of the first times she sat out for a minute. Interesting to see if she goes back in, but
she'll be back in.
Yeah, but that's I don't recall her even leaving the game until now. There she goes. She's getting ready to back in.
She needed a sip of water.
Maybe that's what the timeout was about.
Carroll gets it over. Up from the block, and in goes Jamie Quinn. First points of the quarter for Dedham.
Could have been a foul, too. There was some body contact.
Restagini gets it over to Simulus.
Tipped.
Along the elbow, Whitman cross. Hiller is working along the perimeter. Grady over to Rabinovich. Driving baseline, kicks it over. 3-ball Simulus, no good. Dedham rebound. Here they come. Driving in, and we have a foul. They'll call it on Simulus. That'll be her second.
Yep, she had the right idea. She just didn't get her feet down quite in time. And that was the right call by the refs.
Big free throws here. And she hits the first. This next free throw will be for the tie. This game far from over. And here comes Paharic back in for Grady. And good on the second. We're knotted up at 36 apiece.
Amy Quinn, 2 clutch freebies for Dedham. Didn't even hit the rim, both swishes.
A 4-4 fourth quarter. Rabinovich out to Paharic. Restagini launches the 3, no good. Dedham has it, a chance to take the lead. Gets it over, stripped away by Paharic. Here comes Restagini. Over to Whitman Cross. Feeds it underneath. Rabinovich, no. Oh, that's one she'd like to have back.
Close to be out of bounds.
And we're going to get a foul against the Hillers. That's going to be the second foul on Simulus. Team second for the Hillers. McNamara on the entry. Long pass. Baharik with the block attempt, but Jamie Quinn pops it in.
I mean, I don't know. That's the second time that play has worked. That's about the fourth time they've tried it. That's not good odds for the Hillers. That should never happen.
Well, the Hillers could really use a bucket here. Restaghini up for the shot. No good. Batted around. Dedham gets it back. The pass by McNamara. Along the far side with it, Quinn. Driving baseline, knocked out of play. It's going to stay with Dedham. Needs to get it in. Ooh, we get a foul.
I think that's Holly's third foul, and she's gotten her money's worth.
Well, 1:51 left. I don't think she's coming out.
No.
McNamara.
Here's a steal.
Looking to get it over, and it's stolen away by Whitman Cross. Gets it to Restaghini.
Need a good one. Need a bucket right here.
Grady fires it across. Baharik. Back to Grady.
Dedham digging in.
Grady back to Restaghini. Baharik driving in, trying to split the defenders up for the shot. No good. There probably should have been a foul there. That was certainly quite physical. But, you know, there's been some calls that favored both sides tonight.
Hillers need a stop. There's just a minute left in the game. All of a sudden, they're down by 2.
Farrell. Gets it over to the corner. Walsh. Now Quinn. Driving down. Got it. Big bucket there for Dedham.
Need a quick one.
Well, it's been Jamie Quinn who has taken.
Oh.
What do we got here?
That was almost a catastrophic play by the Hillers getting the ball in, but they retained possession. And they need a bucket, by the way, too.
Well, Jamie Quinn has taken charge for Dedham in this fourth quarter. She has 8 fourth quarter points. In fact, that's all the fourth quarter points.
Exactly.
Feeds it underneath. Rabinovich.
Oh.
And it's going to be Dedham ball, much to the dismay of Abby.
Coach Greco, you can hear him from here. Ooh, through the headphones.
And we'll get a timeout. 34 seconds left to go. Dedham leading by 4. And it looks like it'll be Marauder's ball off the timeout. Coach Greco didn't like the call.
Wow, this referee has had a couple of interactions, one with a fan earlier, and then there was a little bit of a friendly discussion with Coach Greco in there. There was definitely disagreement on what just happened on that play. And out of frustration, Coach Greco, you know, to the Hillers' credit, they came back to tie things at 32 all at the end of the third quarter, and they went ahead and scored 4 points this quarter, which is really, really tough to pull out a W. They're going to need some help here to come back from 4 points with 34 seconds left. They have the ball. I'm sorry, they don't have the ball.
Yeah, those couple of missed layups that they had an opportunity at certainly didn't help them. And they're just going to hope to get the turnover here, get a quick one, and try to tie this thing up. TVL update, Medway girls defeated Dover Sherborne 60-43. We'll see if we can get a quick boys update. They're in Dedham tonight. And we do have a boys update. Dedham boys leading the Hillers 34-26 at the half.
Oh, that's a swung back the other way.
Yes. Well, a long way to go in that one. They had a 7 o'clock start over in Dedham. And the Hillers had a foul to give, so they'll give it. It's going to be the 4th on Paharic. I don't think that's quite who you should have had give it, but...
Well, that's her 4th.
Yeah, it should have been someone else going in there that didn't have as many fouls. And it looks like they're going to send him to the line. It's going to be on Restaghini.
Yep, they're still, this will probably either seal it or not. Going out on a limb on that.
It was good analysis there,
Appreciate it. I thought hard about that.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
I know. You pay me appropriately.
Well, how about to seal it?
How about a 3-pointer and a steal? That would be great. Right there. Got to launch it.
Grady driving in. Up for the shot. Count it!
Timeout.
And that keeps the Hillers alive in this game with 16 seconds left.
All right, we got another. That's back-to-back fantastic finishes. I know a whole lot happened last Friday night here. We got who knows what's going to happen in that next 16 seconds here, Tom. But I think I can guarantee you this: the Hillers are not going down without fighting and scraping and scratching to try to get a steal and whatever. So there could be a foul. This next 16 seconds could take 5 minutes. Who knows? We'll see.
There's Principal Evan Bishop taking in the action, along with the assistant AD. Jaquan James, the assistant AD, with them, and we're hoping to have Evan possibly on the broadcast Friday, but he's going to let me know. But we hope to get him in for a game sometime this season. Here we go, 16 seconds left to go. McNamara on the entry. Dedham going to try to burn clock. They're going to send him to the line.
That's the right play. Only 1 second. That's it. That's all you can do.
So if McCormick hits both, the game's over. If she hits just one, Hillers have a chance to tie it with a 3. And obviously, if she misses both, Hillers could tie it with a 2. She misses the first. So the Hillers, it is going to be a 1-possession game.
Ooh, that's good.
3-point game. And Coach Greco wants to talk about it. Who's going to shoot the 3 ball?
I'm not sure who called it. It doesn't really matter. It might have been Dedham who calling that, but it doesn't really matter. But the Hillers, nevertheless, it's pretty straight and pretty good strategy. You got some time. You got to get a 3. I don't know if you can look at your stat book and you go back in the season and see who's the most the best choice for that. But they have a few choices, and hopefully we'll make the right one. And
well, I can't do that at the moment.
Okay, I know you're busy.
All right, well, the Hillers need a 3 here, and what do you know? Another crazy situation here at Hopkinton High School.
I mean, here's one story. I'm sorry. We had Mitch Simulus hit a big 3 on Friday night. I know Gabby Simulus has hit at least one tonight. So
that's a good point.
That's one scenario, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Megan Grady, I think, has hit one tonight. Tegan.
You meant in the game tonight. I thought you meant overall. Restaghini has a pair of 3s, so she's an option. Simulus did hit. So I think maybe it's one of those two, Restaghini or Simulus. Grady at times takes a 3. Ultimately, it's going to be whoever can get the somewhat open shot off.
And they should do it.
Here we go.
Do it soon. They shouldn't wait for like 3 seconds left. They should get maybe a second opportunity. There it is. That's good D. She needs some help. Yep.
Another timeout. Coach Greco.
Ruby Roslanek being disruptive at the top. That cost about 5 or 6 seconds. You got to give her some credit. And she's actually on the sidelines. She had a physical game tonight, but that was what I was just describing doesn't show up on the stat sheet. she just cut a couple different lanes off, and the Hillers couldn't set up a three-point shot, and they just went through 8 seconds there, and that's unfortunate. So they still, the good news is they advanced the ball. So 7 seconds. I don't want to say there's plenty of time, but there's plenty of time if they can get somebody open.
Right. 7 seconds left to go. It all comes down to this final play that Coach Greco is drawing up. And of course, if the Hillers sit here, we're likely going to overtime. So get the heart pills ready, folks.
I already took it earlier today. We got, again, big thanks to Mary Arnott. Why don't you cover who's, is that Denise down there? I can't.
Denise Untaki, John Ritz, Mike Tarosian, our great crew. Here we go. Restaghini on the entry. Gets it over. Rabinovich up
Gotta launch
top.
it.
4
Gotta launch
seconds. And she launches it. Oh! Wow! Megan Grady ties it up.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We are going to overtime.
Crazy shot. I mean, back-to-back games. Buzzer beaters, I'd like to go back in history. You have to do that on the break. Let's see how often that happens. I don't know if I've seen 2 back-to-back three-point buzzer beaters, one to win a game, one to tie a game, and going into overtime. Crazy.
That was unbelievable. Megan Grady comes through in the clutch.
Some magic happening here in the Athletic Center this week.
Cue up the highlight reel.
That was, you just never forget that. Growing up, they'll be talking about that. When these kids are in college, look at that. Hopefully they can carry it in. Now there's still another 4 minutes for overtime, but that was incredible.
It absolutely was. 4 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for overtime. Megan Grady keeps this game going. And what a night she's having. She came through big in the fourth quarter. 5 more points, 10 points overall. We'll have a jump ball to start things off. Rabinovich will be up against Jamie Quinn. We're in overtime. Well, here's one thing to keep track of if you're the Hillers. Barak has 4 fouls. So one more for her. Her night will be done. Here we go. Baharik, Restaghini. Grady gets it in. Whitman cross. And we have a foul. They're going to get Ruby Roslanek with her second. Grady into Restaghini. Ruben Cross gets it over to Paharik now along the corner. Grady for 3. No good. Swatted out by Whitman Cross. Rabinovich has it. Driving down the lane. Gets it over. Along the wing, Grady. Paharik down the lane. Off the glass and in. Hillers with the 2-point lead. Every bucket counts in overtime. Along the far side, McNamara. Driving in, no good. Battle for it, and we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Dedham. McNamara on the entry. Up top, Farrell, and now feeds it over. Driving in, no good on the shot. And then we get a foul. It was Quinn who went up for the initial shot. It will be an inbound for Dedham. And that foul was on Whitman Cross. That's her second.
There's a steal.
Good steal there by Grady. Driving down Rabinovich.
Oh.
Yes! Abby Rabinovich.
Wow. Tough play.
Now, if you're the Hillers here, play some strong defense. But you can have a little comfort knowing that you're up by a couple possessions.
might be
We're going
on
to get
Holly.
a foul.
It's on 21. No, I hope.
It's going to be on Grady, I think.
Yep.
It'll be Megan Grady's second foul.
Again, to your point earlier, Holly has 4 fouls, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Hillers, you want to do everything you can to keep Paharic in this game.
Oh, that's off. A double tip.
That's going Hiller's way. What a job by Whitman Cross getting the hand in there and knocks it off of McCormick. Restaghini gets it over. Grady back to Restaghini. Paharic. Gets it
pass.
in. Up and in. Plus the foul. Abby Rabinovich.
Unbelievable.
Things are looking good for the Hillers. And how about Abby Rabinovich coming through with a couple of buckets and now an and one opportunity. Got it!
Wow,
12 points for Rabinovich.
incredible.
Along the far side, Quinn over to McNamara. Driving down through the defenders and stripped away, and out of bounds it goes.
Wow, 7-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for the Hillers right now.
This is about when you want it. Still time for Dedham, though, if they could get some quick shots.
Oof.
No good there. No good there. A battle for it now. And we have a travel. It's going Hiller away. Good job by Rabinovich staying on with it and staying right on top of McCormick. So Abby Rabinovich, she has come from huge in this overtime.
Big game for her. Big overtime for her.
Restaghini to Paharic. Rabinovich at the elbow, drives in, kicks it to the wing. Up for three, no good. Dedham has it, under 2 minutes left to go. Hillers lead it by 7. Driving through, and McNamara draws the foul.
Oh, he's kind of dribbled into nowhere, dribbled into 2 or 3 Hiller girls there, and kind of got bailed out.
Ooh, that's the 4th foul on Tegan Restaghini.
There's a lot of time left.
She hits the first.
Free throws, so critical. It's like a prize fight here, going back and forth.
That makes it a 2-possession game.
Wow, 2 big free throws. She's had a great game.
Megan McNamara coming through in the clutch. She has 8 points tonight. If you're the Hillers, you want to kill a little clock here.
I would agree.
Restaghini over to Grady. But if you see your shot, take it. Over to the corner. Restaghini working along the perimeter. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving in, Whitman Cross. No, it falls off the rim. The loose ball is picked up. No good on the lay-in by Grady. Then Rabinovich, no good. And we'll get a timeout call by Dedham. They will have the ball with 1:07 left to go. This game is not over yet.
I hope the Dedham coach took his hard medic. I'm only kidding, of course, but it's just I'm tip my hat to him. He's got his heart in there. He's doing everything he can. Both coaches, of course, but he just rescued his player, who was there's all sorts of jump balls can happen in those scenarios, and he saw the opening and he quickly called a timeout. Good job by him. They're still down by 5 points. Hillers, the minute and 7 seconds left. It's going to be, I don't know, they can hold on tight, I guess, is that's my analysis, is hold on. I wish I had more detail for you. I think it's going to be a whole lot of stuff happening in the next minute and 7 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, I think Dedham might be going for a 3-ball here. Trying to get within 2.
They probably don't want to use too much of the shot clock here.
Right.
The Hillers are going to obviously full court press, looking for a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, Dedham's going to want to shoot it quick here. McNamara gets it in.
Backing off a little bit. Steal.
And it's taken away.
Another.
And now it's stripped out of the grasp of Restaghini. She's able to hustle over, pick it up, get it over to Paharic. And then we have a foul. It's going to be against Dedham. And that is going to be against Grace Bender. She is fouled out. And that was a huge turnover for the Hillers.
Yep, big time. There it is.
Up and in. There it is. Guess who? Abby Rabinovich.
Really well executed inbounds play, just the way you draw it up in practice and execute it to perfection. Dedham didn't really see that coming.
And now Grady going for the turnover. Ends up out of bounds. It'll stay with Dedham.
7 points with 38 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Dedham, there's no doubt you got to try to take a three here. Look at that defense. Unbelievable.
That's off of
defense.
Dedham, yeah.
Unbelievable defense. Well, that's been the difference maker for the Hillers tonight. I mean, they've done well at times shooting-wise, but it's been the defense.
Yeah, I would agree. And just gotta run this clock a little bit. That for the most part will seal the deal. It's gonna be.
We'll see if Dedham is even gonna foul here. They might just let it go. And they will get the turnover. Here they come down the lane, no good. And the Hillers have the rebound, but Whitman Cross will end up getting wrapped up with Farrell, and we'll have a jump ball call. It's in favor of the Hillers.
Wow, what a game.
Well, the Hopkinton Hillers, they come back with a last-second three by Megan Grady, and they're gonna take the win in overtime. They had to battle hard, and they had to hustle all game long, and they get the job done. Hillers improved to 8-7 on the season. Dedham falls to 8-6 as the Hillers take the win 50-43. An absolutely unbelievable game. And, you know, I thought for sure that if they win, it's going to be Grady who's the player of the game, right? But then you saw what Abby Rabinovich did in that overtime. So we got to give it to them both, I'd say.
I mean, it takes a village, as they say, and every little part, even the ones that don't come up on the score sheet, a little plays here and there. Hats off to both teams. They played hard. Dedham, great game by them. They just kind of ran out of gas at the end. And I'll tell you what, that was one of the more exciting basketball games here I've seen. I wasn't here Friday night. This was pretty close to Friday night, back-to-back buzzer beaters and then back-to-back Hiller victories. So
I'd say you got your money's worth here tonight. That's for sure.
Gotta love it.
Well, congratulations to Megan Grady, buzzer-beating three at the end of the fourth quarter to send it to overtime. She had 10 points tonight. Abby Rabinovich, 7 points in overtime. She had 14. And also, Holly Paharic pitched in with 10 points as well, and she was huge at producing some big turnovers. And Tegan Restaghini with 8. She produced some big turnovers as well. Truly a team effort as the Hillers take the win in overtime over Dedham by a final of 50-43. A big thank you to our crew tonight: John Ritz, Taddy Santaki, Mary Arnott, our director Mike DeRosian, and for my broadcast partner Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time: the Hopkinton Lady Hillers get the win in overtime over Dedham, 50-43, and improve to 8-7 on the season. That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. As always, we thank you for watching Hopkinton Hiller Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.